Good morning, everyone. Well, actually, it's the afternoon now. It is Saturday, so I'm taking it pretty slow, pretty chill. And I thought we would do another writing vlog today. It's really not been too long since I've done one, but I just thought if I'm gonna finish this book, I wanna say like bad words because I'm so annoyed that I haven't finished it yet. If I'm gonna finish this book by the end of the year and be able to say that I've finished my third manuscript by the end of this year, I have to just sit down and do it. So, update from last reading vlog. I did finish chapter 30. That's what I was finishing or working on last time. That in reading vlog, was it 3 or 4? I don't even remember. I was working on chapter 30, didn't finish it during that writing vlog, but then I did like the next day or something like that. I'm gonna print that out, get that into the manuscript. Not paper clipped, but I use like a binder clip. By the way, you don't have to watch these writing vlogs in order by any means. Technically, yes, I'm like writing the book in chronological order, but it's just, I just try to give like random little bits of advice, or like hopefully just you watching it will give you some inspiration if you're stuck, because I mean that's the whole point, is just to give you guys inspiration to keep going and keep writing. I'm just gonna find some mood music, probably maybe like Dark Academia or like some 80s instrumental, not really sure. Okay, we're going with some lo-fi today. Also, you guys, look at my mug. Boyfriend got this for me like a couple of Christmases ago, I think, or maybe for my birthday. I feel like it's me manifesting everything that I want in life. Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now. The manuscript is about yay thick. I don't know how many pages. Well, maybe I've numbered them. Hold on. So this is not like, some people think that however many pages of your manuscript is like how many pages it would be if it was like a published book. Formatting is totally different, so you can't really tell like how many pages the book would be. We are sitting at 259 pages so far, and I think this last one was chapter 29. Oh no, I did print it. Okay, so I've printed chapter 30 since the last writing vlog. So that's good. So we're good to just start on chapter 31. I'll kind of show you something that I do just to not interrupt your flow of writing that I've done, because I already started, like I've written a couple paragraphs on this chapter already. So something you can do to not interrupt like your flow of writing is if you need something, like you need to Google something or like go check like past notes or whatever, but you're in the middle of writing, just put it like in brackets, put it in a different colored font, do something so that your eyes know like the next time you see it to like go back and look for it, so that you're not interrupting your flow like when you're actually in the middle of writing a chapter, because it's so easy to do that. I think the biggest thing is distraction. Like the biggest thing that prevents me from finishing a chapter or even like a sentence or a paragraph sometimes is just distraction. That's why writing vlogs are really good, because I use my phone, I film on my phone, and so I can't pick up my phone because I'm filming on it. So, and I try not to like open Safari and Google something. I just make a note and I move on. So that's like a little tip to keep you in the flow. Whatever you need, whatever it is, just make a note of it. You can also leave a comment. It will pop up on the side, an area where you can start typing, and then you can go back and check that later. It's a small thing, but that's how I make my edits for and notes for the second draft. Is I've done that throughout all these chapters that I've been writing. When I think of something that I want to add or change, and I'm like, well, I can't do that now because I'm writing the scene like this, and it could be like I could be writing myself into a plot hole or whatever. Just make a note of it, and then you can go back when you have time to actually look at it and potentially make a change. Okay, before I actually start writing, I forgot I was gonna walk you guys through this. So these are these Imaginary World of books by Carrie Smith, who came up with the Wreck This journals. These are amazing if you need to compile all of your information, your notes, all of that stuff, photos, like inspiration. If you need to compile it all into one place, these are awesome. I have talked about this before, but I think I meant to go into more detail in my last writing vlog, and I realized I forgot to put the clip in. So this is a perfect example of needing to know like the street name. So I'm gonna I have a map of the city, which if your book takes place in a real city in the world, like mine does, you can just print out like a Google map or whatever. If it doesn't, then you can go through and, well, you basically can do what I did, because I had to add in all of the fictional places that exist within that town. I just made a little spread that, yeah, basically does that. I just used washi tape for the roads, which are real, and then put in some places that already exist, like the police and fire department, city hall, some parks and stuff like that, and then added in the places that they go that are fictional, or like the characters' houses, that sort of thing, just so that I can make sure I'm not writing myself into a plot hole. So now I have to find what I was talking about so that I can find the road. Before I get started writing, I can like go ahead and put it in there. They're leaving the skating rink. There's a skating rink. That's one of my main like settings. Where the heck? Oh, here it is. So they had only made it down blank street half a mile. This would be, okay. Okay, so I forgot to go over and look at the wall. I've talked about this before. I have all of the chapters written out in like a couple sentences, like a summary, a chapter summary, written out on index cards that I tape to the wall, just as a quick way to figure out what happened last, because sometimes, you know, if you don't write for a couple of weeks, you kind of forget what you wrote. And I realized I never filled one out for chapter 30, so I'm gonna do that now. Literally might have to read, I'm gonna have to like speed read this chapter because I don't even really remember what happened. All right, so there's the first 30 chapters. I am gonna write 31, hopefully maybe finish it by today. Put it there, and then we'll see what else. I don't know how many more chapters it's gonna be. I forgot I usually highlight it when I finished it. It was actually really short. I'm thinking about combining it with chapter 31, so we'll see how long 31 is. By the way, totally random side note, these are my other manuscripts. This is 2 of the same copy of my first one, and then this is my second one. It was a lot shorter. Definitely print your stuff out, guys. Having it in physical form is like so next level. Like, it will definitely make it feel real for you. So if you're just typing in a document, print it out, even if you have to go to the library and pay like 10 cents a page. Seriously, because having it like in physical form, not only in case something happens to the digital version, just to have and to hold. So I recommend printing it out for sure. Alright guys, so it is time for a little update. I feel like I'm losing steam. I might need to get up and move around. Sometimes it helps just to like get up and like get your blood pumping. I might take a little reading break. I've been reading this. I will do a full review in my December wrap-up. It's really quite good. I was expecting that it was going to be one of those books where you kind of have to like take a break from it and put it down, just because I thought it's going to be really scholarly and like, you know, I'm going to want to put it down and read some fiction or something, but I've actually been moving through it pretty quickly. It's very good. Anyway, so I might hop on the treadmill and read for like a mile or something, just to figure out how to word this next section. Because I'm at the 700 word mark. But a note on that, I did want to mention, unless you are writing something for like a creative writing class where your professor is giving you like a specific word count goal, don't look at the word count, because it's an easy thing to obsess over, and then it just gets really annoying when you don't hit whatever arbitrary number you've put in your head. Especially for your first draft, you don't really need to worry about that. It's just about getting the story on the page. Your chapters are probably going to be like all random, like there may not be like a rhyme and a reason to the number of words that you've written for each one. That's something that you can definitely go back and fix later. So yeah, don't look at that number. Don't let it define anything. Obviously, I get if you want to like make each chapter be like roughly the same length, like that kind of makes sense. But again, it's something you can fix in a later draft. So don't let that number get you down. I used to be one of those people who, like, if I didn't hit the number that I had written in the previous chapter, then it was like I needed to keep going or something. And it's that kind of like prevents you from just like following the natural flow of the story. So I'm gonna take a little break and then I will come back to it later this evening. Wake up. Well, hello. Oh. I went to the shelter and looked at other kitties while you were sleeping. Yes, I did. All right, writing update. I am about 1,000 pages into chapter 31. I feel like I'm at least halfway done with it. I thought of some things that I need to actually go back and change in chapter 30, but I think I'm just gonna write a sticky note and slap it into the manuscript. I'm not even gonna go back and make the change in the actual document right now, because I don't have the mental bandwidth to do that right now. But I was doing the dishes earlier. I stepped away because I just needed a minute to think. I think I came up with an ending to this chapter, and I think I figured out how I want to, like where I want to take it. And then I flipped back through my imaginary world of journal, and I think going back through that kind of re-centered my thoughts. So I think I'm on the right track. We'll see.